Hello everyone, it's Hira here. So, I get asked frequently how I made my VTuber for my videos, and I'm actually kind of surprised, pretty shocked, how often I get asked how I did it because I feel that my method was way too easy, or I thought a lot of people knew of this method. I think I get this question asked more by people who are trying to learn how to do this, so I guess I'm not too surprised that they don't know what this is. So basically, I use a program called VRoid Studio. VRoid Studio can help you create a 3D model for free. I want to say too that when you're thinking of VTubers, there are two kinds of VTubers. There are 3D models and 2D models. The 2D models are the cutesy ones that look kind of flat. Layer by layer PNGs, they're made and rigged that way. I'm not familiar with that. I'm using a 3D model today. And what I love about VRoid is that when you export the avatar, it basically auto rigs it for you. So I'm going to show you what that's like. So there are two ways to basically use VRoid. One is to go to their website and download the software. So here at the bottom you see it's for Windows, Mac, Steam, which is the other one I want to show you. I'll show a screenshot of what that looks like too. And I guess for Mac, Apple, I don't think it could run even on an iPad, but probably just for the Mac computer. So that's one way to do that. Okay, so here is VRoid Studio. I've made a few models before. And I do have a video talking about why I don't want a super intricate VTuber. You'll have to watch it at some point. At this time, I have made that video. I just haven't scheduled it. So you'll either see that video in the future or it will have already happened. But if I have posted it by this point, I will put a card in the corner of this video referencing that. Okay. So anyway, here is my model here. Isn't she so cute? Ooh. So I got her basically all white in a bodysuit, uploaded this heart. I drew this heart all by myself. I drew it on my iPad, and let me see how I did it. Is it custom? Yeah, I think you can download the texture. Is it edit texture? And then like here you can import, export stuff. And I think that's how you get the texture for that. If you're curious, if you want to go ahead and like do this all custom and stuff like that. But anyway, this is the VTuber. Maybe I should show you an empty one. Like when you go ahead and start, you can pick a feminine or masculine model. So here's like a feminine one. Just do a cute little thing real quick. This is your little lady or feminine human, however you prefer. And it's got a lot of different settings that are pretty cool. It's got a lot of settings that are pretty cool. Just eyes and irises you can pick from, eyelids, scleras, and you can color it all, customize it all. But basically I'm just showing you how I get it in here. I don't want to go super in like depth on a tutorial. I'm not trying to do just a VRoid tutorial. But anyway, so let's say that you've got your model all done. You want to go export. You want to export them as a VRM. It's gonna give you the polygons, which are that's kind of a big thing if you're trying to upload this to a game. I think for the purpose that we're doing it here today, you don't need to worry about all that too much, to be honest. So let's go ahead and just export it. And here you can pick VRM 0.0 or VRM 1.0. I think it depends on the purpose of it and how capable the avatar will be after exporting it to another project or for another purpose. I just use the 0.0 because this is stable enough. It's just not like cutting edge like this one. See, that's why it says make sure an app is compatible for VRM 1.0 because it doesn't work for everything just yet. But here you can give it like a name and it will be embedded in its data, the creator, like hira, whatever. Contact info if people find it, reference, version, and then you can assign like who's allowed to use it for what. And then just like say anything like this. And you can give it a certain license. This is just fine. So we're going to go ahead and export this. Okay, so that's going to take a second to export for you. And it may take longer the more it has going on. But that one was so basic. It took like no time whatsoever. So you save it as a VRM on your computer. And so how I get it to work is through a program called VCFace. And so VCFace, like Vroid, is free. So we're going to just search it here. And this is the about and how it works and everything. It's actually come a really long way and has been a free service for a while. So you're going to want to go to download and it will always have the latest version available for you. To update, just delete older folder and overwrite when unpacking the new one. They make it super easy. Wonderful. But I already have it downloaded. So we're going to go ahead and jump over to VCFace. Okay, here we have VCFace, and I already have a couple uploaded, but sorry, my food's ready. We already have a couple uploaded. So let me just show you a little bit what, I don't know, what the new one would look like. I'm not really sure. Okay, we have our little guy. Gvuyivu. Gvuyivu. Hello, look at Gvuyivu. And it's gonna look for my webcam. Oh no. Okay. I know it's just happening. Okay, so the reason I got that error message, even though my webcam's all set up and everything, is because I have multiple scenes in my OBS and I do use my camera for my art streaming. So if you have the webcam set up for like a different scene, like a different purpose, it will get confused. Like VCFace thinks that your webcam is already in use. Okie dokie. So the third ingredient we really need is OBS. OBS is also free. Just go to Google OBS, top result. Come here, find your OS, your operating system, what's compatible, and download. Hi, we're in OBS now. So I'm going to show you how to add your little VTuber to the scene. So you're going to want to come over here to sources and you're going to press add source. And you need to have VCFace open in the background for this. So you're going to go ahead and go to game capture. I'm just going to call it VCFace. You can call it whatever you want. It's just so that my brain knows what's going on. So, okay. So we're going to have it capture a specific window. And that specific window is going to be this VCFace, I think. This quality one. Okay. Works. That's perfect. Now, before you go ahead and press OK, it's really important that you check this box that says allow transparency. I'll show you why. Press OK. So let's go back over to VCFace. So VCFace here has a background and it will show up and everything like that, but you can turn that off by, you come over here. You see like this little square. If you're in OBS, it'll show said little square, and you see all these menu buttons still here. You don't want any of that. So in VCFace, you're gonna press, yeah, you'll press this square first, and you'll get like this checker looking thing. And then if you want this button to go away, press, so that doesn't show in the video either, press the space bar, and that little guy will go away. Okay, so now we're back in here, and we have our little guy, and all of the buttons are gone and everything. So you have this highlighted, grab the little box, and you adjust him to size. And then here, if you have like a little chair or whatever, he'll sit in said little chair. Yeah, and that's basically how that works. Like, you would have him sit right here in the video. Boom, he's a star. You're a star, Gavu. But yeah, and if you have a background, like in my videos, if you have your chair like here and then you have stuff in front of it, what I did is I went ahead and I drew the whole drawing, and then I duplicated the project, and I took the pieces like the mic that sits here and the water bottle and the mouse. I put them on a PNG layer in front of the rest of the art, because basically how it will work is whatever is here is on top. It's like, I don't know if you do digital art or not, but whatever's on top is priority number 1. So anything that is below that is like priority 2. So something that is priority 2 would fall behind our little VTuber, behind Gavu. So you'll kind of want to have it like your top pieces that go in front of your VTuber on the very top here, and then you'll want your VTuber in the middle, and then you'll want anything that sits behind your VTuber near the bottom. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And yeah, let me know if this was helpful, or if there's anything else that I do that you guys are curious about, because I'd love to help. But with all that being said, that's the end of it. Thank you guys. Take care and have a good day. Bye.